graders. Welcome to Texas Tech University. My name is Lauren Brawley, and today I will talk about a true superstar in the technical communication field, who also happens to be a Texas Tech alum, Dr. Catherine Northcutt. I developed this project for the faculty profiling assignment in Dr. Rickley and Dr. Ferris's research methods class here at Texas Tech. In today's presentation, I will first discuss Dr. Northcutt's education and work background. Then I'll talk about her roles and responsibilities at Missouri S&T, which is the university where she is currently tenured. Next, I'll give a brief overview of her dissertation and current research project. Then, I'll discuss a few of her selected publications, and we will conclude with advice she has for new TCR graduate students. Dr. Northcutt received a BA in English from Western State College in 1986, an MA in Teaching English as a Second Language from Colorado State University in 1995, and a PhD in Technical Communication and Rhetoric from Texas Tech University in 2004. Between her schooling, she's worked as a circulation manager for a newspaper, a legal assistant, an assistant director of a biological laboratory, and a technical writer. Dr. Northcutt is going into her 16th year at Missouri S&T, where she is a full professor with tenure. She teaches undergraduate and graduate courses in visual communication theory and practice, pedagogy, and proposal writing. She is also the IRB chair and does the supervision and training of all graduate teaching assistants. In her dissertation, Dr. Northcutt explains that paleontology is much more than science because narrative and interpretation are at the core of the study. In paleontology, the illustrators are the ones who create knowledge and make it available to people. The artists and illustrators are the ones who take dinosaurs and other animals that we cannot directly observe and make their appearance and characteristics known. In this way, they are the ones who generate scientific knowledge. While paleontologists tend only to talk to other paleontologists, the illustrators have to talk to the paleontologists, photographers, librarians, museum operators, and the whole world. The artists are the true masters of rhetoric. Dr. Northcutt videotaped the artist's painting, and they would talk about every decision they were making and why, from using airbrushes to crumpling up pieces of canvas paper to dab the picture and get texture. The artists explained why they would layer paint on canvases and why they were using different colors. The artist always had the end user in mind. Her current research project attempts to tackle the question, how do you teach global science ethics? Western culture has very specific rules and guidelines when it comes to plagiarism and authorship. The dominant organization for chemistry is the American Chemistry Society. They have the best journals, conferences, and style guides. However, people from other countries who haven't been trained in things like publication or research ethics by American standards tend to publish in these sort of journals, and then those articles may turn out to be plagiarized or something is wrong with the method or somebody cheated in some way. Interpretation of the rules for journal publication in science and ethical practice are very gray areas. So how can we expect everybody across the globe to act ethically when we don't even know what it is? To solve this complex communication problem, Dr. Northcutt and her team are currently trying to gather information and figure out where the knowledge gaps are and where the cultural behaviors, the rules, and the books don't match. Dr. Northcutt and her team are aiming to design some closed caption videos on things that most people agree on and that major journals expect, and to disperse them globally to solve this problem. Her article, Insight from Illustrators, The Rhetorical Invention of Paleontology Representations, is an extension of her dissertation focus. This study focuses on the intersection of visual rhetoric with rhetoric of science by examining the rhetorical context in which natural science illustrators operate as they represent paleontology. The research highlights some differences between what experts know and what public audiences perceive, offering insight into why those differences exist. Her paper, Dark Side or Insight? Yik Yak and Culture on Campus provides results from a pilot study of Yik Yak at one STEM-oriented research university in the Midwest. The paper reports on location dependence and purposes for writing in Yik Yak. She provides suggestions for improving research protocols. Her book, Designing Text, Teaching Visual Communication, is an edited collection dedicated to teaching visual communication in non-visual disciplines, with a particular focus on the fields of technical and professional communication, rhetoric, and composition. Dr. Northcutt wants new graduate students to know that the first semester of graduate school is one of the most challenging experiences you might ever go through. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So take care of yourself. Keep asking questions, even if you're worried that everyone else already knows the answer, and write these things down when you can. You're not alone. Thank you for your time.